Hey, what's going on? Excited to be with you tonight. Just getting this little setup going down here. Hey, Carl from Fit Family. It's going to be a fantastic evening tonight. I'm excited to be here. We have a lot to go over. Last week, so every week on Tuesday nights at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, we go live, Fit Family, called Inside the Family. And last week was Valentine's Day, and my wife and I were out to eat at a nice restaurant locally here, and it was like a cool four-course dinner. We had to register like 3 weeks ahead of time. Food was unbelievable. So anyways, we skipped last week from a live perspective, but tonight we are here hanging out. So I'm excited to be with you. Tonight we're going to talk about why you've already won the lottery, and now all you need is a roadmap, and I'm going to tell you how to get one. And I'm going to explain what that means throughout the training tonight, or throughout our conversation tonight. But before we get into it, let me just say, how are you feeling? I want to check in with you, right? And maybe it's been a little bit since the last time we had a chance to talk. And, sometimes we don't always feel the best at 8 p.m. on Tuesday nights. Sometimes we don't feel like doing things that we think we need to. But here's the thing, we do. And good quick story, this morning I actually had a meeting that I did not want to go to, but I knew I should. And I went. And it felt so good to actually follow through with the commitments I've made. And so I don't know if you're in a position where you can relate, but where you've had a commitment you've needed to stick to, but you've never done that, or you just haven't done that in the past or whatever. Anyways, it was really good. So just wanted to share a quick story about that meeting, and I was like humming and hawing on whether I should go or not, and I normally go, and I had a lot to do today, so I went, and I was so glad I did. So the reason I share that with you is because a lot of times we have things we don't really want to do, and if we just honor our commitments and stick to the things we've committed to, it feels so good inside. And changing that into tonight, what we're going to talk about is your roadmap. And basically what that means is it is your plan, right? Every one of us needs a plan to maximize and thrive in life. We need a plan for our health. We need a plan for our wealth. We need a plan for our family. We need a plan for everything. And if we don't have one, we're just kind of shooting from the hip. And so we're going to talk tonight about how to develop one for you and for your family, and really how you go about that. And I'm going to share with you how we've gone about that in the past, and really how you can go about getting the right plan for you moving forward. But before we dive in, can I share something with you just from a personal standpoint? You got to check this out. This afternoon, my son and I went hiking right across the road from where we live. We kind of live out in the boondocks, honestly. And so right across from the road, I'll be coming back here, but right across the road from where we live, we were hiking, and it was awesome. And I just want to show you this. If you're a parent and you're watching right now, you got to get one of these because they're unbelievable. Okay, it's a fun little thing you can do with your kids, and it's a backpack. And this backpack is, I think our brand is called a Kelty. I'm just going to go out in our garage right now and show it to you because it's so sweet. And that's before we get into our night's thing, but check this out. So I don't know if you've ever seen one of these before, but there are these backpacks you can have, and you go hiking with your kids. And you basically can throw your kids in the back. See? And so this is where you strap in, right? You just kind of wear it like a normal backpack like this, and then you get a little spot for them to hang up behind you. They're so slick. They're unbelievable. So if you don't have one of these and you like to be outside, and you like to hike, and you like to walk, do check one of these out because they're unbelievable. You're going to love them. So anyways, I know that's totally random, and I'm not sure if you care or not, but I thought it was a cool little thing that we picked up this last fall that we've got a ton of use out of. And it's just good to get connected with nature and get connected outside with your family. So if you don't have one of those, go pick one up. I think we have a Kelty, I forget the actual model, but we have a Kelty 3.0, I think it's called, some type of 3.0. Anyways, you're going to love it. They're so fun to go hiking with your kids. And so just wanted to share that with you. But tonight we get to talk about game plan, road mapping. How do you develop a system for yourself to get the maximum possible results that you want to get? So check this out. Here's a globe, right? And let me ask you a question. You're in the U.S., I'm assuming, so you're right here. You're in North America, okay? And let's say you wanted to get to Germany, and there was a gold mine in Germany. There was $10 million worth of gold, and nobody knew about it. It was a secret. It was a secret cave in Germany with $10 million worth of gold, and you were the only person that knew. Basically, it was sitting there for you to go and take, to go and get. For you. It was there for you. And all you had to do was get there. Here's the thing. You had no idea where the cave was in Germany. Even though you knew it was in Germany, in the mountains somewhere, you didn't know exactly how to locate the cave. So what good is that $10 million worth of gold to you? Honestly, not much, right? And even though it's kind of a simple, silly thing to think about, that is exactly the situation you're in right now. Now let me explain. You are sitting, you being alive today, you watching this with me and us hanging out means you've already won the lottery. You've already cashed in $10 million worth of gold plus some, probably a magnitude of 10, if not 100, right? You being alive today, the odds of that happening with your specific personality and your gifts and your flavor and your likes and everything about you being alive, us hanging out right now, is a gift. It is priceless. And even though I know our cave in Germany analogy is like I said, is a little silly, but you have unlimited potential. I want you to understand. So if you're sitting there right now and you're a parent or you're, someone that doesn't have as much energy as you'd like, you don't explode out of bed in the morning. You don't have passion. If you wish you had more passion every single day throughout your life, in every single instance, and maybe are a little stressed, a little overwhelmed, a little frustrated. And it's not to say that we don't have these feelings once in a while, but overall, if you're not living with the absolute best feeling you possibly have on a moment-to-moment basis, something is off. And I know you've won the lottery. We've all won the lottery from being alive today. That means you have unlimited potential. You can literally create your future if you choose to tap into it. You can literally create anything you want if you use it, if you literally go and get it. Now, here's the thing. To get it, to go and have that unlimited energy, passion, excitement, it doesn't come to the faint of heart. It isn't given to you. I know we all want everything on a silver platter today. Like we all have the lottery mindset of we just wish it was given to us. Like we didn't have to do any work. We have instant gratification, sicknesses throughout just mankind in general. We forgot the values of being able to work hard towards something. Now, one thing that hasn't changed over the millennial is that anything worthwhile takes work. Talk to anyone that's achieved anything amazing in their life, whether they were an amazing parent to their kids, or they have an amazing marriage, or maybe they've had a lot of success professionally, or are deeply spiritual. Have some type of thing that you want, some type of thing that you respect. They haven't attained that without going through some stuff, without having some challenges, some obstacles, without having some type of things that have gotten in the way, roadblocks, okay? And the only way you can navigate the landmines is to have a roadmap and to honestly have a coach to help you do that. Now tonight we're talking about roadmaps and talking about game planning for your health and for your wellness. And so if you currently have, you feel really good about the plan you have for your wellness, for your health, for your energy, right? Go ahead and type in, I have a plan, and I want to give you some praise, some congratulations, because most people don't. So if you do have that, that's amazing. Congrats to you because you've done the hard work already. Now, if you're like the majority of us out there, you do not have that specific step-by-step game plan to get you to the quote-unquote promised land, to get you to the place that you want to be, where you feel amazing every single day. And, here's a really good analogy for you, okay, in terms of developing a game plan. I want to give this to you because it was something that was given to me years ago, and it really stuck, okay? And my coach at the time, we were talking about finances, but it applies to every area of life. They go, Carl, now you want to do well in life, right? And I say, yeah, I want to do well. They go, why? I go, because I feel like I shouldn't have to limit myself. I have a lot to give to others, and I want to give a lot to others, and for that I would like to get some return too. And they said, okay, cool. You have a service mentality. That means that, you know, your heart's in the right place. I said, totally. I don't want anything for free. I want to work hard. I want to help a ton of people and then get just a portion of what I give, and I would be totally happy, right? And so they say, okay, cool. So we're talking finances right now. And so would you ever take financial advice from a homeless person living under a bridge? And I said, well, no, of course not. And they say, well, why not? I said, well, why would I? They don't have what I want. They're doing the opposite I want. They go, okay, cool. So why would you take nutritional advice from someone that doesn't have the results that you want, from someone that maybe isn't where you want to be? And I said, God, that's a good point. And they went on to talk about how, and kind of share with me, if you want to help others and their wealth, or excuse me, and their health and their nutrition and their energy, you need to become that. You need to go through the journey and become that for them so you can show them the path that it takes to get to that place. And I said, God, you know what? That is such a good insight. And it's never left me. It's always stuck with me. And so that's the key. If you've ever had a moment in your life where, you know, you've been following someone that maybe doesn't have what you're looking for, you may want to stop yourself and think about, like, man, what am I doing right now? And just reflect on, you know, that situation, on being with or following that type of lead. And so tonight we want to talk about your roadmap, your game plan. And, you know, one thing that I can, you know, honestly share with you is that my wife and I really spend a lot of time focused on our health, focused on how do we make our families healthy as possible? How do we maximize our energy? How do we eat in a way that supports our long-term energy goals, our long-term wellness goals? And, you know, having that mindset of developing the long-term plan is really pretty key in having it, right? And so it doesn't have to be super complicated. We were talking about the journey before, right, of going around from finding that cave in Germany, of finding that place where that $10 million is stashed, where it's hidden for you to find, but you just need to find you need a roadmap to get there, right? Like, it doesn't have to be super complex. All you need to know is you need to get to Germany, that's step one. Then you need to know, okay, I need to get to the cave, that's step two. And so in your health and wellness, it doesn't need to be uber complex. You don't have to break down every single micronutrient, macronutrient, calorie you eat every single day. It doesn't have to be crazy like that. It can be super simplistic, and it can be, hey babe, my wife just joined in. She's joining in from across the country. Love you. Oh, you're funny. Glad you're here. So it doesn't have to be, you know, like crazy complex. It can be really simple. And for us, it's super simple. Here's what we do. We drink 2 healthy shakes a day that give our bodies every single thing it needs to maximize our energy, to leverage our time, to leverage our money. So we're not cooking we're not spending hours and hours in the kitchen. We're not spending, you know, hundreds and hundreds of dollars, you know, every single week on eating healthy. We literally compress time, compress our finances, and make healthy eating leveraged and easy. And that's what we do. Some people love to do the totally eat everything super organic, get everything farm fresh, cook it, and that's amazing too. We support that. We do that too. We just choose a few meals a day. We make it quick, easy, fast for our lifestyle. And, you know, the having a game plan though is what we're talking about tonight, is really key. And I don't want this to be a lecture. I don't want this to be like you know, taking notes. I just want to have a conversation about it. If you can change your mind frame around that and just reflect on, do you have a plan? What is your wellness goal, right? Do you want to lose 10 pounds? Do you want to lose 27 pounds? Do you want to increase 10 pounds of muscle? Do you want to wake up in the morning with energy, right? So you don't have to hit the snooze button 25 times. Do you want to walk around town in the summertime with short shorts and a tank top on and feel good about the image you're portraying, about how your body looks, about how you feel every single day, right? You're not going to get to that kind of place without having a game plan, without having something written down that literally gives you, do this step 1, do this step 2, do this step 3, do this step 4. And when you have that, it simplifies it and makes it so easy to get to the goals that you want. So the first step is to reflect on what kind of plan do you, or what are your goals, and then what kind of plan do you or don't you have. And that's really it. I mean, let's just be straight. If you don't have a plan, it's going to be tough to get to where you want to be. So you need to have a plan. And, you know, how did I learn how to put plans together for myself? Number 1, I had a coach who showed me how to do it. Number 2, I read tons and tons and tons of books on nutrition, on health, on wellness. I read magazine articles. I read blog articles. I read research papers. I did all of the hard research for years, even through my 7 years of struggle, even through, you know, not being able to get my mind wrapped around how to eat healthy consistently, about how it can be extremely emotionally taxing when you don't feel confident in who you are, when you look in the mirror and you feel disappointed, when you look at your belly and you're just not happy with what you see, right? So that weight that you have can bring you down. It can really hold you there. And so what we've done to you know, and what we still do, one of the biggest strategies is we have someone that's done it. We've had someone that, you know, can give us an easy step-by-step plan. Here's a good example. I recently just hired a marketing coach because that's one of my passions right now, is how to, when you have a message like we do at Fit Family, how do we get it out to more people faster so it impacts them on emotional levels, so it helps them change their life for the better, right? That's all marketing. That's how you spread your message. And so we just hired a world-class marketing coach to help us with that. And so it was not cheap. It was not inexpensive. It was actually really expensive, and it's continued to be expensive, and we're great with that because we understand the value of having someone that has more information than you in a certain area and how they're the expert. And if you trust them and if you feel like they have the best intentions for you, then if you follow their system, then it's game over. So who do you have in your corner right now from a health and wellness standpoint that's showing you the meal plan, that's showing you what to eat, when to eat, how to eat, to maximize your energy, to, you know, give you the life that you want to live? And that roadmap can, like I said, can be as simple as step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, and that's really how it is for us. So if I was going to sum up tonight's call, you know, in a few sentences, I would say this. Number 1, you have to have a goal. You have to have a roadmap. You have to have a plan to get you from where you are to where you want to be. And if you don't know how to put that plan together, then you need someone to help you with that. That's where we can help. I'd love for you to reach out to us, message our Facebook page, or email me, Karl, that's Karl, at fitfamily247.com, and we can help you with that. Okay? So step 1, you got to have a plan. Step 2, you got to follow that plan consistently. You got to take massive action, and that's something we're going to talk about next week. So stay tuned for next Tuesday at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. We're going to go over that. It's going to be unbelievable. And the week after that, we're going to talk about how do you refine the activity you're doing. So in other words, you have a plan, you're taking massive action on the plan, and then you look at, is the plan working or is it not working? And then you make adjustments as necessary and you do it again. And when you do that over and over and over and over again, this is what we're talking about, right? The 4 pillars, right? 2 weeks ago we talked about pillar 1, tonight's pillar 2, execution action is pillar 3, and pillar 4 is adjustments. And if you do pillars 1 through 4 over and over and over and over and over again, you will refine your process, you will get faster, more efficient at what you're trying to accomplish, which for us we're talking about is wellness, and for most of us is weight loss. And you could use it for being a better parent, you could use it for being a better coach for your youth teams, you could use it for how to be a better spouse. Okay, so what we're talking about tonight isn't just for weight loss, even though it applies directly, that applies to all areas. So I want you to open your mind for the possibilities of what do you want to accomplish in every area of your life, and you got to get that stuff down. You got to jot it down. You got to know what you want, and when you do, and you can start to put a game plan in place, take action on it, refine the process, and make adjustments, it's game over. So that's really what we're talking about tonight. And you know, your specific situation with where you grew up, with what your parents instill in you from your beliefs and your characteristics and your values, to what's your body frame like, what's your current weight, how much weight do you want to lose or gain, right? How much energy do you need? from where you are right now to where you need to go. All of those things are unique to you. And so if I could, I would say right now, I would say you should do this, and then this, and then this, and then this, specific for you. But since everyone's different, it can't be specific for you. There's some general philosophies and benchmarks you can do, like eat 6 to 11 servings of fruits, or excuse me, of veggies every single day. Limit your fruit servings to 1 or 2 tops. Eat lots of protein, right, from grass-fed sources, grass-fed cattle, grass-fed lambs, from wild seafood like salmon and all these different types of seafood. I just kind of blanked on different types of seafood there. But it is so important to have your game plan in place, and really that's what tonight's message is about. And so my intention with tonight's call was really just to hopefully inspire you to reflect on what your plan is right now, today. And if it's not leading you down the path you want to go, then stop what you're doing and reach out for help. Okay? Message us. We want to help. We don't have all the answers, but we have some answers, and our some answers have helped a lot of people. And so I'm not saying that from an egotistical standpoint. I'm not saying that to pat myself on the back. I'm just saying that from a factual standpoint, what we have works, and we think it's fantastic, and I think you'll love it too. And so if you're in the position right now where you want some help, want some guidance, want some motivation, want a step-by-step plan for feeling better every single day, to increase your energy, to live more fully every single day, then this is probably the right time for you to email us, or email me, Carl@fitfamily247.com. That's Carl with a K. And we can help you and really kind of understand where you're coming from and what you're trying to accomplish, and customize a plan to fit your needs. So, that's really what tonight's message was about. If you're connecting with the message at all, I want you to just type in the number 77777 in the comment section. And I just look forward to serving you in the future. And like I said, every single Tuesday night, we're going to be coming live to share some piece of what we've experienced in our life, what we've learned, as myself being a wellness coach for over 6 years, my wife for over a dozen years. That's over 18 years combined, with thousands of clients across the country. Just a piece of what we've learned from that experiences, and with over 35 retail locations that we have, that where we help people on a daily basis. We want to take a piece of that every single week and share some of the lessons that we've learned from that huge experience. And if you're open to growing, if you're open to feeling better, if you're open to, really just saying, I'm done. Like, I'm done saying I'm going to do something. I'm done talking about it. I'm done not feeling the best. I'm done being crabby at my spouse because I don't feel very good. I'm done not being very happy. Like, if you're just done, right, reach out. We can help and set up a plan for you. So anyways, I appreciate you and the Fit Family community that you're a part of, that hopefully this video today, this live broadcast, served you in some way. Inside the Family is going to be coming out with some weekly broadcasts. We're going to be launching a brand new website really soon, and we're going to be coming down the line with a lot of things. But look in your timeline and your news feed on Facebook for some of our videos, because they're just there to serve and to help. So anyways, thanks for the time tonight. We appreciate you. I appreciate you, and I'm sure I'll talk to you soon.